Welcome to a gentle yoga practice. I am Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I'm here once again in my home studio here in Birmingham, Alabama. And as promised, it is announcement time. So for the last 5 years, Earthkeeper Yoga has been a one-woman show. It's been me traveling around Birmingham offering various yoga classes, mindful outdoor experiences, all kinds of mindful writing workshops, meditation retreats. I've done all of that on my own, but beginning August 6th, Earthkeeper Yoga becomes a community of 14 different teachers, mindful outdoor guides, forest therapists. We are just going to have a beautiful blend of people who really care not only about yoga and how we take that out into the world, but also the relationship that we can have with our planet. Not talking about climbing mountains or anything like that. We're just trying to make a connection between the healing and meditative properties that are available to you by connecting with the earth. So I hope that interests you. If it does, I will leave the web address down below so that you can go and find that, click through, find out more about Earthkeeper Yoga and what I am evolving into. I'm so grateful for you. These classes will continue. No plans whatsoever to step away from this. In fact, a few weeks ago, I offered a couple of classes in a different spot, and that was it. I'll work on the lighting a little bit as we move forward. But anyway, enough about me. For today's class, I'm going to invite you to have a couple of blocks as well as your trusty blanket. So grab what you need, and I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, as we get started, we're going to stay right where we are, and I invite you to find that comfortable seat. So trusty blanket, hip bones, hip points are going to just shimmy forward just a little bit until the tailbone falls right off the front of the blanket. If that is not comfortable in your body, you don't have to look like me. You can have the legs extended straight out in front. But remember that you can stack those blocks and sit on them just to get a little bit of height through the hips so that the knees feel lower than the hips. Whatever you need to do just to sit for a moment and be comfortable. Beautiful. So give yourself that cleansing breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes, or you can just have the soft gaze towards the floor. And so for today's class, we're going to be focusing on sensation. So as we begin here, I invite you just to tap into your physical body and see what sensations are showing up. So what do I mean by that? Maybe you feel some tension in the hips and the thighs. Maybe there's tension, a sensation of tightness there at your neck. That's pretty common. Maybe the jaw could soften, the spot right between the eyes at the brow could soften. Just feel into whatever sensations are arising for you right here, right now. Now connect some breath here. So we're going to take breaths in and out through the nose, nice and deep. Notice how just doing that one thing, moving breath in and out of your body in a very intentional way, is helping all of those places with sensations just feel a little bit more soft. And for the next 4 breaths, I invite you to let each breath have a breath that is deeper right after it for a count of 4. And keeping the breath in and out through the nose. And really let those exhales move all the way out of your body. And then when that is complete, you can flutter your eyes back open. Welcome. How do you feel in your physical body now? Hopefully you feel a little bit more at peace. All right, so we're going to start nice and gentle here. Keep those arms relaxed just as they are, palms in the lap. But we're going to press the tailbone into the floor and really lengthen up through the spine. And then we're going to pay attention to the crown of the head, really reaching up, chin parallel with shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to turn that nose towards that left shoulder. What's right there in that right side of your neck? And fresh breath. And slowly dip the chin down towards the chest. What shows up there, just feel into it. Keep that breath in and out through the nose. Take an inhale, start to lift the nose all the way up towards the sky. Stretch through the throat. Make a rainbow with your nose. And then bring the nose over to the right. Find that length through the spine if you lost it, and continue to take breath in and out through the nose. Inhale. Send the chin down towards that right collarbone, stretching deeper through that left side of your neck. Inhale, lift the nose up towards the sky. Make that rainbow once again. And then as the nose settles over to the left, we're going to go ahead and bring the nose back forward. You can shake anything out. We're going to bring those fingertips down on either side of the hips. And take an inhale and then reach the arms up over the head, shoulders settle. Hold it here, one more breath, in and out through the nose. Beautiful. Inhale, big circle with the arms. And then really reach those fingertips away. Let the shoulder blades come together. Let the fingertips land right there behind you on the floor. There's a little bit of a curve in your low back. So I want you to press the tailbone into the floor. Start to send the heart forward and lift the chin. Breathe 2 breaths here. And feel the sensation all the way to the gums and the teeth on the lower part of your mouth. Beautiful. Start to round the chin in towards the chest, round the shoulders in towards center, spine curves behind, and then let the hands come back to the lap. Inhale, round up. Send the heart forward, chin lifts. And exhale, round it back. So we're just doing a seated cat-cow here. Move at a pace that is comfortable for you. And just like we did when we were seated, let each breath cycle be deeper than the one that came before it. Noticing any sensations that arise. We'll give it 2 more. And then lengthen through the spine, come back to that comfortable seat. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. Beautiful. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Notice the lack of sensation when you feel at peace. Mark that and note that within your physical body. We'll slowly release the hands down to the knees, and we're going to send these legs out into a wide V. So I'm going to actually come all the way off the blanket. Now we want to really think about letting the hands just rest on the legs, but we want to press the tailbone into the floor and find that length through the crown of the head. We're going to flex through the feet as well. We're going to take an inhale and lift the arms up like you're holding a beach ball in a V. Inhale. Let it go. Do it one more time. Lift the arms up over the head, but keep those shoulders down. Inhale again. And let it go. Inhale, big wide circle with the arms. Spider-Man fingers behind you just like before. Press the heart forward. Lift through the chin. Breathe. Inhale, round the spine. Chin comes down towards chest, and let those hands come back to the leg. Reach back up through the spine. Beautiful. We're going to let the left hand come out to the left outside of those wide legs, Spider-Man fingers right out there. Take an inhale. Start to stretch this right hand down the leg as the left arm comes over to the right. Now notice the sensations that show up in the neck and the jaw. Breathe into that space. Hold it one more breath. Inhale all the way back up. Let the left hand come to the left leg. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Spider-Man those right fingertips out to the right. Inhale, send it up and over, reaching just a bit. And breathing in and out. Beautiful. Inhale, right hand comes back down to the right leg, tall spine, cleansing breath. Beautiful. Take those hands and let the Spider-Man fingers come inside of your legs. Reach through the crown of the head. See if you're feeling that already in the hips. We're going to start to walk the heart forward. Reaching those hands away, find your spot, don't go past it. So if it hurts, come back just a little bit. Take an inhale and breathe. Listening to your body, feeling through any tension, any sensations that may show up here. Maybe with each breath cycle, the hands walk forward just a little bit more. This is our cold stretch. We'll come back here near the end of the class. We're just feeling into where we are as we begin. If you've rounded through the low back, come out. We want a nice long spine. And then we'll walk those hands back up towards center. Let the hands come to the lap, tall spine, inhale. Sigh it out. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move into a table. So go ahead and bring those fingers spread nice and wide. Shoulders are over wrists, knees are under hips. And if you need your blanket under your knees for a little cushion, do that for sure. Reach through the crown of the head, and we're going to send the gaze right down between the two hands. Thumbs are pointing towards one another. We're going to start to walk these fingers out towards the side. Thumbs start to point up towards the top of your mat. See how that feels? Rotating the fingers around towards your knees. If that doesn't work in your body, don't do it. Do whatever serves here. Beautiful. Walk those hands all the way back around, fingertips towards the top of the mat. Take an inhale, and then exhale to sit the hips back. Child's pose, letting the upper body just roll over the thighs. Stack those palms, bring the brow, bring the brow to the top of the stacked palms, just to give yourself some extra space here. Notice any sensations moving through the low back and the hips. Notice the breath traveling into the upper back body. Let's take an inhale and move back into our table. So we're going to start a flow from here. Let me show you real quick, and then you can meet me as I go through the second round of it. So we'll inhale into cow. We'll exhale into cat. We'll inhale into table, and then exhale to sit it back to child's. We'll inhale through table right into cow. Come with me. Exhale, round it into cat. Inhale, find your table, and then exhale to sink it back. Inhale, cow. Nice, long, deep breaths. Exhale, cat. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's. So move through 2 more rounds, just like that. Letting the breath deepen with each cycle. Finding the pause at the top and the bottom of each breath. Moving nice and slow. Being very gentle with your body. We'll meet in that child's pose. Inhale back through table. We'll curl toes to lift hips and find that down dog. Now, if down dog doesn't serve you, remember you could stay in table and move in any way that serves. You could go ahead and make your way up to the top of the mat into a forward fold and keep a big bend in those knees if you choose to do that. Just giving your hamstrings a little love. We'll all meet there together soon. Relax the kneecaps and the head. Let's hold it 2 more breaths. Walk those hands back towards your feet. So if I told you to come to the top of the mat, go ahead and come to the back of your mat in a forward fold. I apologize for that. Big bend in the knees. Head relaxes towards the floor. Take an inhale. And exhale, slow rise. We'll come on up. And as you rise up, go ahead and close those eyes. Really take up some space here, feeling the connection with your feet to the floor. Give yourself 1 more breath. Let it go. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and let yourself walk back into your down dog. Pedal the feet. Give yourself just a few breaths here. What sensations arise? Maybe find a moment of stillness. Release the kneecaps. Let the head hang heavy. And then we'll take an inhale, bend those knees a lot. Let the knees hover here in this hovering table, just 2 breaths. Inhale deep. Lower the knees, send the hips back. Give yourself a little brief reprieve here in a child's pose. Let everything go. And then we're going to take an inhale and start to lift up. Keep those arms right where they are. You're going to start to send the hips forward. Stay on the tops of the feet, and we'll move into our up dog in this way. One more breath. Beautiful. Bend those knees, and we will reset our table. Now, when we get into this table, we're going to make sure wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then we'll send this right leg back. Take an inhale, bend the knee, bring the right knee up towards the side there, and then send it back. Do that 3 more times. What sensations are there for you? Last one. Beautiful. Lower it down. Maybe sway the hips a little bit, side to side. And let's resettle into that table. Inhale, lift the left leg behind. Exhale, open the knee to the left. Inhale back and to the left. These are called fire hydrants. Get a little laugh in there while you do the hard work. And give it one more. And let's bring that left knee down. Sway those hips side to side. And we are about to meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat, so you can move there in any way that serves. If you'd like to go through down dog, curl toes, lift hips. Walk feet towards hands. Meet there in that forward fold. And then I'm going to invite you to go ahead and bring your blocks to the tallest setting there at the top of your mat. We'll take an inhale. And then slow rise, coming into that mountain, shining the heart forward. Feeling the connection of the feet to the floor. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Bring weight to all parts of the feet. Beautiful. Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, bring those hands down in front of your heart. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first balance pose, and it is tilting forward and back from Warrior 3. So I want you to go ahead and really think about feet connected to the mat, rippling up through the spine, and tucking that tailbone in. Take an inhale, and then move your body weight over to the left. Once you get there, send this right knee up towards your belly. If that tailbone doesn't tuck in, then you're going to feel really unstable, okay? Take an inhale, and then slowly start to tilt forward and back. Bring your hands to the blocks. Reach through the crown of the head. Make sure that standing leg isn't locked. You want that right heel up towards the sky, toes pointing down towards your mat. Breathe. Two options here. You can just lower the right leg and come up on an exhale, or you can start to bend the right knee, start to bring it back through center, take an inhale, and then exhale all the way back up, settling that right foot back down, centering the body and centering the breath. Cleansing breath here. Inhale. Move awareness over to the right. Lift this left knee up towards your belly. Tuck the tailbone in. Soften through that right knee just a little bit. Fresh breath. And begin to tilt forward and back. Finding your Warrior 3. Hands on blocks for support if you need that. reaching through the crown of the head, heel up towards the sky, softness just a little bit in that right knee. Bend the right knee, take an inhale, and then slowly start to come up. Center the body, center the breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Move body weight over to that left side. Ripple up through your spine. Lift this right knee again. And then you're going to open the right knee to the right. Tuck the tailbone in and hold it just like we did in that fire hydrant on the floor. Hands can stay at the heart or rise up, also known as ash tree. Haven't taught it in a while. Happy to be here. Breathe. Bring the right knee back forward. Bring hands to the heart. Lower, centering the body and centering the breath. Find a cleansing breath. If that was too much for you to do, to have the leg extended out like that and flex through the foot, you could always bring a block right next to you and just let the foot rest on the block, okay? Here we go. Take an inhale. Awareness over to the right side of the body. Ripple up through the spine. Lift this left knee. Tuck the tailbone in once you do that. And then slowly open the knee out to the left. Knee is parallel with the left hip. Flex through the left foot and then raise the arms if it feels okay. And remember to breathe. Notice sensations that can show up as thoughts of, I feel unstable. When will this be over? All are valid. Breathe. Bring it back forward. Settle the leg. Come back to center. Close the eyes. Take a cleansing breath. Beautiful. All right. Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale to find a forward fold. And then you're going to step this right leg long down the mat. Find a low lunge. Let the right hand plant inside of the left foot. Inhale, finding a little twist over to the left. Deepening that stretch to the left hip. We're going to squeeze the inside of the left leg. You could have that right knee on the ground if you need to. Lower the left hand, bend the right knee, press into the ball of the right foot, top of the mat, forward fold, deep breath. And then we'll do the same on the left side. So send the left leg back, bend the right knee, low lunge. Drop that right knee if you need to. Left hand plants, inhale, right arm up towards the sky, twist. What shows up in the twist? What's there? Find the breath. Make them deeper, in and out, through the nose. Beautiful. Right hand comes down. This time we're going to press into both hands. Step that right leg through and we'll find ourselves in a down dog. Cleansing breath here. Inhale, hovering table. Really reaching through the spine here, breathing 3 breaths. Inhale. And then exhale to lower the knees, send the hips back, rest in your child's pose. Bring those knees wide if you need to. Give it one more breath. Inhale into your table. Mermaid those feet over to one side. We're going to make our way onto our booty, and then we're going to come back to how we started. So legs spread nice and wide. Hands on the legs, soften through the shoulders and the arms, but pressing the tailbone into the floor and reaching through the crown of the head. Spider-Man those left fingertips outside of the left hip. Inhale, right arm goes down the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. What is soft? What is open? Breathe into that. Soften through the jaw. Take an inhale, turn the heart towards the floor. Let the left hand come inside of the right foot. Right hand comes down to the floor. Feel into that. Use Spider-Man fingers way up tall if that's what your body needs. And give it one more breath. Walk your hands up. Bring them both back to your legs. Close your eyes. Find a cleansing breath. Left hand stays on the left shin. Right fingertips come outside of the right leg. Take an inhale, reaching up and over, softening where you can. Inhale. Turn the chest towards the floor. Right hand comes to the floor. Left hand comes to the floor. Hold it. Reach to the crown of the head. Breathe. What sensations are here? And begin to walk those hands up towards center. Legs are met by arms. Tall spine, cleansing breath. Spider-Man fingers on each side of the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, settle those shoulders. Inhale, big circle back. Spider-Man fingers behind the back, just like we did before. Send the heart up, up, up. Big stretch to the low back. Lift the chin, breathe. Curl the chin in towards the chest, round through the spine. Bring those fingers all the way back next to the hips, and then come back into your seat. We'll inhale, arms rise. Exhale, settle the shoulders. Fresh breath. And then starting to hinge forward at the hips, letting the hands come down to the floor wherever serves and whatever way serves, reaching the crown of the head away. Feeling into the sensations throughout your body and your mind. Sending breath and awareness there. Knowing where your edge is, using the exhales to inform what your body needs. One more breath. Beautiful. Walk those hands up towards center. Let the right leg kind of come over next to the left. We're going to go ahead and just roll down onto the back. Bring those knees up close to the heart or outside of the ribs. And give yourself a little gentle rock side to side. Chin is parallel with shoulders. And we'll send those arms and legs up towards the sky. Settle the shoulders back down. This is a great little way to circle the wrists and the ankles. But anytime you bring the legs up towards the sky, you take just a little bit of pressure off the heart. And keep those legs up. Cross the right ankle on top of the left and then bend the knees. Reach those hands down for the tops of your feet where the inside of your palm is right where the toes meet the bigger part of your foot. And then slowly send the knees away just a little bit. Curl the toes down. There's a stretch through the top of the foot. Feels delicious. Just the opposite of what we offered from hovering table. So just a little counter stretch. You know, we're more likely to bend our toes up than down, but we'd like to avoid both, right? Just a little bit more. Release the palms, send the legs up. Uncross, and then cross that left ankle on top of the right. Bend them again, bend those knees again. Reach the palms towards those toes, and then just a couple of breaths here as the knees press away. Beautiful. Bring knees closer, release hands. And from here, give yourself whatever might feel good. So maybe it's a little side-to-side sway. Maybe it's a happy baby. Maybe it's nothing else at all. Give yourself whatever you need. And when you're ready, I invite you to find stillness. If you'd like to go up to the wall and swing your legs back up towards the sky and have a rested, restorative Shavasana with your legs up the wall, go right ahead. If you don't really want to move that much, just send the legs up for a few moments. Wherever you land, I invite you to give yourself another cleansing breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And let everything go. As you're ready, I invite you to bring some awareness back into this space. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself that full body stretch. Legs extend long if you had them up towards the sky. Really reach, point the toes. And then allow yourself to roll on to your favorite side, bringing the knees up close to the belly. Allow yourself to just rest in here just another moment or so, noticing the peace and the calm, the lack of sensation, if you will. Just rest. Just softness. And when you feel ready, I'll meet you in a comfortable seat. As we close our time together today, I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me, but I want to let you know that for today, our quote is from Maya Angelou. Maya wrote, "This is a beautiful day. I've never seen this one before. Gratitude for practicing with me. Namaste.